yeah, I'm Average Dad, and we're back here at Disney's California Adventure, because it's time for another Food and Wine Festival video. But I only have 4 tastings left, so you know what that means. You know we had to grab another Sip and Savory pass. One thing I appreciate about the Food and Wine Festival is with the purchase of a Sip and Savory pass, they actually give you a map to show you all the locations of the food, which Knott's Berry Farm does not do. But we're not trying to compare parks, man. Let's go eat. Slowly but surely, I'm becoming a Disneyland pro. As you can see, we've already marked out the first items of our day. We're gonna start off the day in the Hollywood backlot, but check out this cool jacket that I bought yesterday at Downtown Disney. I was going through my wardrobe and I noticed that I had 0 Disneyland jacket attire. So I went to grab this, which wasn't a bad price, dude. This was actually $64.99. But you know what the best part is, dude? I didn't know they made an Average Dad hoodie. Check it out.
Average viewers, assemble!
We're starting off our food adventure today here at LA Styles. Well, we're gonna grab the Gyro inspired flatbread featuring Impossible ground beef with chipotle hummus, some ziti, and some spicy crispy chickpeas. We have a couple of minutes till the booths start opening. I didn't eat breakfast this morning because we're gonna try to knock out a lot of the foods on the Sip and Savory Pass today. We got our Gyro inspired flatbread, but today is an epic fail because sadly today there is no multi-ordering from the booths. So we're gonna have to go to every single station and order it. I mean, that's all right. The Gyro inspired flatbread is looking pretty good. At the very bottom you have the pita, followed by the hummus with the Impossible meat and then the ziti sauce. The presentation on this is on point, but it's the flavor contrast there. You know what? All this works very well together. The pita is nice and soft. You get a nice spiciness from the hummus. No offense, but the ground beef reminds me of like Taco Bell ground beef, even though it is Impossible meat. And what I really like is the ziti sauce on top. It does cool off that heat. Yeah, I like this Gyro inspired flatbread. This one for me is gonna get a 3 out of 3, and honestly, I would use another tab to get this. So if you're here at the Food and Wine Festival, I can recommend you trying this. First one down, now on to the next one. One thing to keep in mind about that flatbread, if you do not like spice whatsoever, you might not want to get that because it does have a nice little kick. Question is, what should we eat next? You know what? Let's go to the Pepper Caliente and try that chili relleno empanada. It's a pretty packed day here at DCA today, so fingers crossed that we can get through all these foods that I want to try today. I just grabbed our second item, the chili relleno empanada. Before we even look at it or review it, I just want to give a shout out to the cast member that was at the Caliente booth. He actually remembered me from 2 weeks ago when I did the video here, and he was like, "Where have you been? Knott's Berry Farm?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Welcome back." So thank you very much to that cast member, dude. Really appreciate that. It's really cool to come back to Disney, have people welcome you. Love it. Here it is, the chili relleno empanada. Now the cast member Ram that did notice me said that I'm gonna love this, so I'm really looking forward to trying it. You know what? We don't need no stinking fork for this one. And this chili relleno was really good. What I liked was the empanada itself. It was really flaky, and they actually have cut up chunks of chili relleno in here. One of my favorite things about this was the cheese itself. It was nice and melted. Be careful though, if you don't like heat, this one has a slight kick to it. This is another solid meal here, and I would recommend you trying it. This is getting a 3 out of 3, and I would for sure use another tab on this. Second food down. I say for our third one, we stop here at the Pacific Wharf Cafe, and let's go ahead and try the avocado toast that you can get here. I'm currently waiting in the Fisherman's Wharf Cafe for my avocado toast, and one thing that they have here that I see that I do want to try, just not today, is a shrimp roll, bro. That looks pretty good. In all honesty, I don't think I've ever tried any foods from here. So if you've tried any foods from here at the Fisherman's Wharf Cafe, go ahead and comment down below and let me know what your favorite food items are. Just snagged the avocado toast, and that thing is stacked. Got some mozzarella balls, some balsamic vinaigrette, got a little bit of greens on top, some tomatoes, and look how much avocado they actually spread throughout this whole bread. Another ingredient that is on this is they douse this with olive oil. Surprisingly, this is pretty good. You can tell all the ingredients on this are very fresh. Now the bread is not a sourdough, but the crust has that hardness of a sourdough. And one thing I like is you get a nice little sweet flavor because of the balsamic and the tomatoes. I'm really enjoying all the flavors in this avocado toast. For me, this one's gonna get a 2 out of 3. Would I use another tab on this? I would have to say no, but that being said, dude, this is pretty good and a healthy alternative to some of the foods that are here during Food and Wine. So if you're looking for some healthy foods, I for sure recommend trying this. 3 foods down for today, but you know what? Last time I was here, I don't remember seeing this booth open. Check out some of this new merch that they have. I mean, I don't know if it's new to me. Look how cool these Food and Wine ears look, man. And they also have a Food and Wine hat. Might have to pick that up before the Food and Wine ends. They also have these awesome Food and Wine pins, man. Now I have to get back on the ball on collecting Disney pins. Don't really know what that's for, but that looks pretty cool. And check out this Spirit jersey they have. I don't remember seeing that last time. Oh, look, man, they even got an apron. They got a wine cup right here, and they have another wine cup there also. So if you're looking for some Food and Wine merch, man, it's gonna be right here in front of the Little Mermaid ride. We've had some savory foods and we've had a healthy food, but one thing we haven't tried yet is a sweet. So let's go back up front and check out the Uncork booth. And I think we should go ahead and grab that chocolate hazelnut crunch. I mean, look how good that thing looks. Check out how big this chocolate hazelnut crunch is, dude. And it got some gold flakes. Let's see what this bad boy's all about. Now, I wasn't expecting this to be that good. Now, this is gonna be a nice light hazelnut mousse, and in the dead center, it tastes like a chocolate pudding. I highly recommend you trying this when you're here at the Food and Wine, and this is easily getting a 3 out of 3 for me. I'm actually gonna put this in one of my top 3 items here at the Food and Wine Festival, and I would for sure spend 2, 3, maybe even 4 more tastings on this. But we still have a lot more food to cover and a little bit of time left. We have about an hour left till I have to go pick up the kids. So I say we can grab 2 more items. Let's grab that char siu ribs and the beer battered fish tacos. Even though today we weren't able to order multiple things from one location, the lines for each booth actually wasn't that bad today. We've been pumping out that food pretty quick today. Like you all know, I'm not very familiar with DCA, so I'm taking a wild guess that our last location is gonna be back here, and that's gonna be the Paradise Garden Grill. Cha-ching! I was right, man. So if you're looking for the Paradise Garden Grill and you're not familiar with DCA, it's gonna be in the very back. We grabbed our 2 foods, man, but look who it is, dude. You guys remember who that reggae band is, dude? They were there at Knott's Berry Farm for summer night. Good seeing them here at Disneyland. Hopefully they come back this year, Knott's Berry Farm for summer night. Here's the last 2 items of the day. The one on the left is the ribs. Look how good those ribs are. I got the sesames on there. Quite don't know what that is. Looks like some dried up ramen with some rice. But look at this fish taco, man. It's looking pretty good. And I can really appreciate this portion size. Look how many chips they give you with this. Let's try the fish tacos first before it gets soggy. Got some of the lime in there. Get that on top. It's time to grub. The fish taco was okay. You had some pico de gallo on top, which gave it a nice little bite. One thing I will say is that the fish was crunchy. This fish taco really reminded me of like a Rubio's fish taco. I mean, I've had better fish tacos than this. I really didn't care for this fish taco. I'm actually gonna give it a 1 out of 3, but I would like to know what you guys thought about the fish taco if you've been here at the Food and Wine. I do believe that this is a regular food item there at that food establishment. This just was not my cup of tea, and in all honesty, I don't think I would be using a tab on this to get again. Now that being said, I will say for a theme park, it was a pretty decent fish taco. Now it's time for our last item of the day, and the ribs. How is this gonna contend against those fish tacos? Before I give my review, let's see what the rice is like. So first up, let's talk about the rice, man. That rice was cooked perfect. The rice is gonna get a 3 out of 3. The ribs were okay. I was expecting more of a smoky flavor to it. It had more of a sweet flavor to it. It resembled to me more of like a Filipino short rib. But the whole dish wasn't that bad. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a 2 out of 3. So that's gonna be it for us today here at DCA for another food and wine festival. I will say, dude, out of all 3 times that we've been here, this has been the best day for the foods. I do have 6 more tabs, which means we're gonna have to come back and do a 4th video because there still are some items that I have yet to try. I would like to say thank you to every single one of you for you coming out, hanging out with me here at DCA for another food and wine festival. Now remember, I cannot do this without every single one of you. The channel is what it is because of you, man. It's not because of me, it's because of all of you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, yes, you right there. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and go down below and subscribe because we'd love to have you on future adventures. Well, I hope every single one of you have an excellent day today, and we will catch you next video. Deuces.